Hey, what's up, fellows? Yes, it's me. If you're trying to get into IT, these are the exact networking skills you need to become a job ready. In this series, I'll walk you through real IT support tickets so you can learn hands-on troubleshooting skills. Are you ready for this? Let's dig.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So we are in the help desk, Spiceworks help desk. This is a free cloud-based help desk. If you want to sign up, if you know how to sign up and use it for free for practice, I have a video on this. You can just go to my channel and go to IT Skills for Beginners series, and under video number 6 all the way to the bottom, IT tools every beginners must know. This is the video. This is where I showed you how to set up free IT help desk, which is cloud-based, and it's called Spiceworks. All right, let's get to work now. So in the Spiceworks, we have a ticket from Tracy Mitchell, and it basically says that my internet is connected, but websites won't load. Right? That's another typical one that you will see every now and then. So make sure you're prepared how to solve it, right? Um, so user just says this, one line. My internet is connected, but websites won't load, right? Now here's the scary part. Everything looks fine. You check the Wi-Fi connection, no error, full bars, right? But nothing works. What is she exactly talking about? Let me show you a picture, what it looks like. So this is what she's talking about. When she clicks on, let's say when she types www.google.com, instead of Google page coming up, this is what she's getting. The site can't be reached. Server DNS address could not be found. So something like this she's getting, and obviously is frustrating because she has to work. So it's your job to fix it. And this is where most of the beginners get stuck. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you will know exactly how IT support thinks through this problem step by step and solve it. So let's go back to the help desk area. All right, so step one, so first thing you want to do is set up the scenario. Let's think like an IT support here, right? User saying internet is connected, so we know that, but website's not loading. That immediately tells you that this might not be a full network issue, right? Other people are okay. It's just this person. This might be a DNS problem. So quickly, step number 1, verify the connectivity. So open up the command. Just go back in here. I already have it open, but if you want to know how to open up command, just in the search, you type CMD and hit enter, and it'll open up your DOS prompt. Basically, it's a black window. This is where the magic happens. And then first thing you want to do is ping 8.8.8.8. What is that? This is the free Google DNS. I told you this about. If this works, you have internet, but DNS might be broken. Now test. So let's say, if in my case we're getting a reply back, right? We're getting a reply back, so obviously mine is working, but in her case, it's not. She's not getting anything back. So it's basically timing out. For example, if she ping 8.8.8 .8, something like this, I'm just going to type something like a bogus IP address, and this is where she's from her computer. When you do that, she's getting a time request. So if this works, you have internet, right? Let's ping google.com itself, right? So what you want to do is ping google.com. In my case, I'm getting a reply back. If this fails, like if it times out, then it confirms that it is a DNS issue. So stick around. This is where most people panic, but this is where IT gets confident, right? This is where you come in and you'll you take it from there. So step two, check IP configuration. This is what we want to check. So stay in the black window and you'll type IP config space slash all. Right. This time I'm using slash all. Just remember. Why am I using it? Because it gives you detailed information. So if you hit enter, you see how detailed information you get. You get IPv. Remember IPv. This is the one we're interested in. Right here, IPv4 address. This is what we're interested in. So it gives you. So if this person is getting IPv4 address, default gateway right there. This is the default gateway. 192.168.0.1, and we're also getting the DNS server right here. DNS server name 8.8.8.8. Right. So that means everything is working fine. But um, so what you want to do next, if everything is there, in my case everything is there, but in, let's say in her case it's not there, what you want to do is you want to test the next command, which is sometimes it's just cached garbage, right? It's a garbage DNS. So what you want to do is run the command right here, IP config space um, flush DNS. Just like the command says, we're flushing the bad DNS out of your system. It is very simple. It's simple, but it's very powerful command, guys. So make sure you memorize this. Keep it handy because you'll be using it quite often. So ipconfig space slash flush DNS. When you do that, hit enter, and it says Windows IP configuration successfully flushed the DNS resolver cache. Right, so that basically kick all the bad juju out, and you have um, that. And then so you notice all these commands are pretty similar. All the tickets we're resolving, the steps are pretty similar, but what I want to expose you to is different kind of problems you see, right? A lot of them have the same resolution, but um, if you don't know what is the problem, sometimes you'll see the problem and you'll get confused, like how am I supposed to resolve this? So that's why I'm showing you all kinds of problems that you will see in help desk, and some of their solution may or may not be same or whatnot, but I'm just teaching you all the steps, and one of them should work. Sometimes the like step you do step 1, 2, and 3, and it should get resolved. But if not, then you go to step 4, right? So I'm just teaching you all the steps. So the next thing we want to do is change DNS server manually. Remember, I showed you in the search bar, we go to view network connections, right here, Wi-Fi, and then you could just right click on it, go to properties, and then right here, Internet Protocol version 4, you will highlight this and you go to properties, and right there, use the following DNS server address, 8.8.8.8, 8.8.4.4. This is what you want to do. That's public. That's Google public DNS, or so yeah. And one thing I wanted to show you today, which is another free public DNS that you can use, is called Cloudflare DNS, and this DNS is much more faster. It just worked faster. Let me just give you the name so you know what I'm talking about. It's called Cloudflare DNS. Oh, let me just take this off. Cloudflare DNS. And the address is 1.1.1.1 and 1.0.0.1. That's another DNS. It's a free DNS, but it's much more faster. And a lot of people use it nowadays. So you can either use 8.8.8.8, which is the public Google free DNS service, or you can use the one I just told you about, Cloudflare DNS 111.1.1.1, right? Either or should work fine. You hit apply, you hit OK, and then you close it and you close out of this. So, and then you test again. Um, Now you would go ahead and test the browser. So we go back here, and in the browser, now we can test it. Um, and let's see if it works, right? In my case, if I just go back to www.cnn.com, hit enter, and in my case, it's working. Um, but let's say it still doesn't work, right? It still doesn't work. They're having problems, still not coming up. Um, Sometimes what happens is you have either antivirus software running on your machine, which is blocking certain websites. So you may have to go in there and change the rules so it allows the website. Another thing you want to check is turn on the Windows built-in firewall. So how do you turn off and turn on the firewall on Windows? You just in the search bar you will type firewall and network protocol, and it takes you right there. And in firewall and network protection, right there, see how it says you have domain network, you have private network, and you have public network, right? Public network is active right now, which means your system is using this. What you want to do is click on public network, like whichever says active in your case. You will most likely is public network. You click on public network, and this is you want to disable just for testing purpose. Don't leave it disabled, guys. Your system needs this. This is a protection if there are viruses going on in your company or elsewhere. This is what protects your system from viruses and malwares and things like that. So, but we just want to test to make sure if this is blocking the websites, right? So what you want to do is just toggle it and just hit yes, and basically it disabled the firewall. And then you quickly come back to your browser, and then over here, and then you'll just type something totally www.msnbc.com. That's another website, and boom, everything is working. Um, or let's say if this is what the problem was, then you quickly go back and then make sure you turn back on, because this needs to be on. This is the protection, is protecting your system. So yeah, that's another thing you can check. I know that Windows 10 firewall is just really crappy. It is really crappy. It's blocking all kinds of stuff, even safe things that you should have access to. It blocks it. It blocks. It blocks. You can't ping any machine. You cannot VPN, things like that. So, because obviously Windows is not supporting Windows 10 anymore, they don't send any updates or anything. So, yeah, a lot of times we just have to disable it altogether and work, because you want to work. So yeah, so sometimes it does block DNS requests. So temporarily, we temporarily disable it, and then carefully, and then test again, and then re-enable it. Um, so here's what separates beginners from IT, right? Beginners basically they randomly they fire stuff, right? They start they restart everything like from the get go. IT support people, right? We test everything. We go step by step. We test connectivity. We isolate the DNS, and then we apply target fixes, right? That's the difference. So um, so what? Let's see here. Let me just close this. And in the solution, let's see what we did here. In the solution, we DNS settings were misconfigured, so we manually put the DNS. Remember the 8.8.8.8. So we put that updated to a valid public DNS server. We disable and enable public firewall, and the user, and then we check with the user, and user confirm internet access restored. Right. So let me just copy this, and we're going to put this back in the ticket. So there is, we know, so everybody knows what you did, right there, and then just hit send. And now this is part of the ticket. All the steps are there, and it's for your reference as well. If you need it anytime later on, you have it. So basically, that's how you resolve a broken internet, broken websites, things like that. You have internet connection, but nothing loads. As most of the time, it is DNS related, guys. Um, Especially when you're, right here at the bottom right hand corner, if your wireless is connected, right? It says connected, so you have the connection. The websites are not coming. Um, if all of this doesn't work, then it could be the problem with your ISP, your internet service provider. Is just down, right? So that could be another, but that late comes later. The steps we have taken, the 5 6 steps, it should resolve the problem. So that's that. And yeah, we just go ahead and close this ticket, and that's all there is to it. So hopefully this was useful, guys. These are hands-on skills. Learn, learn, learn. And yeah, this is what's going to come handy when you go for the IT interviews. Not just watching videos, not reading books, or certifications. This is what will help you clear the interview. Remember, it's tough out there. Getting a job is not easy right now, so you will have to stand out. You will have to do something extraordinary to beat the crowd, because uh, there's um, there's only few jobs, and the pool of candidates is huge. There's a lot of people looking for the same job. So yes, do this, and I'm sure you will have success. All right, take care, guys. Bye.
If you're serious about getting into IT, don't just watch one video. Go through the full series so everything starts to click. And make sure to watch my next video where I'll show you more useful IT networking skills. Guys, this is the real deal. Don't miss it.